Yes, sir. On est là.
Comment est-ce qu'il va?
Va bien, et toi?
Ça va très bien, man.
C'est
Salut.
mon dernier.
Qu'est-ce que tu es en train de boire, là?
En train de boire de l'eau.
Des.
100%. Je suis en train de m'hydrater, mon chum.
Ouais, moi aussi.
Good stuff, good stuff.
So what's up, man? What's on the menu for today? What do you got for me today, Phil? What did you prepare for me? For us?
Thursday talk, I feel like we always wing it. Let's be honest here. Like, we always wing this one. We're gonna need more focus on Thursday talks. I know that tomorrow, I don't know if it's confirmed. Is it confirmed? Tomorrow
I
we
think
have
so. Jay.
your friend on the live. So we're just gonna have fun interviewing.
I don't know if my live is working.
Is it? Oh, mine. You're just making me think. I forgot to send it on Instagram. Let's go.
I don't think I'm live on Insta, actually. No, I'm not. It says go live at the top. What a fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust.
It's a fairy dust. Vidéo en direct. It doesn't start.
It's not fucking real. Very acidic
So
about
that means,
the shoulders. Mustard shit.
No, but that means you need to change your.
No, we're good. We're good. I need to change my internet. I need to change my computers. I need to change my phone. I need to change everything. For now, we got this. It's all good. It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is? Yeah, it's a fugazi. It's a fugazi. It's a wazi. It's a woozy.
C'est pas la vraie patente.
It's not fucking.
But bro, someone asked me because we talked a lot about sales and like should you cold call? We talked about that on.
Who said that?
Monday, Muse Day. On Fun Day, Muse Day.
Muse Day. Yeah, it was definitely on Muse Day.
Who said on that? Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah, someone. Do I have
someone
to say
said you shouldn't call? Yeah, you should say the name.
Someone asked me, like, I've had discussions about, cold calling, because cold calling, setting up a cold call system is pretty much the cheapest type of advertising you could think of, if you think about it. And people were arguing like, hey, cold calling is marketing. And we were having discussions about sales and marketing and advertisement, like how where should you start? Should you start by putting a post, on the side of the road, like advertising your business, and what should go first? And we were talking about sales cycle and business cycle. So what is the difference between a sales cycle and a business cycle? And I feel a lot of people have them confused, like I think it's a common mistake to start by either one of them. It's either you're very sale oriented or you're business oriented. If you're an engineer, I've met engineers that are very product oriented. So the first task that they would do starting a business would be creating the product. And for other people who are sales oriented, it would be to sell the product first. So starting a business for some people is not by creating a product. You could find products and you could sell them. So you could start a business just selling stuff. That just sells stuff. And
so start with the customers. Start with the customer experience.
So what should
go
first?
Is that where you're getting at? Starting with the customer.
What should you do?
What are the needs? Let's do some research first. What are the needs?
No. My question is, what should you do first? When you start a business, what should be the first task? What should be the first thing? Should you invest in creating a product or research on? You said research.
Okay, wait. Let me finish. I feel like I'm not giving you a chance to finish talking. So let me give you a chance to finish talking here.
No, go ahead. You said research. What should be the first thing to do when you start a business?
Between what and what? You're saying just in general, what's the first thing to do before starting a business?
So,
or are you giving me two alternatives to pick from?
So I'll give you an example. Okay, like you're an engineer. You created a product. Okay, and we have a example, real life example of engineered products that went to the market and either flopped or went very,
Bopped.
yeah. So Apple, they engineered their product. The first iPhone was not perfect. The first iPhone was full of flaws, but they still, like, they had, at some point, the market was ready. I know you could do some research and you could like, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did research for the iPhone. But what was more
Salut,
important?
Géo Brunet. Géo Brunet is in the house. Sorry.
What's up, mon Géo? C'était quoi la chose la plus importante? Par quoi on commence? What was the market, like, the marketing strategy that they used to market the Apple first? What did they do
Oh,
before?
that ad that we spoke about last time, the 19 fucking 70 something ad where the girl's coming in with the hammer and she launches the hammer at the screen.
So that
And
was
you
for
and
the
you see like a
that,
yo,
that was for the
this
Macintosh,
guy
bro.
is way ahead of his time. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. This guy, man, that ad freaks me out. These guys are way ahead of their time, bro. You see that they fucking called the zombie apocalypse before it even happened with the social media and shit. We didn't even start our building tree houses phase and playing soccer outside phase. This guy's already calling the fucking zombie shit with the
So
Macintosh when the girl comes in swinging the hammer, launches the hammer.
so the
That
thing
was
about the
wild.
Macintosh that people don't know about is first Steve Jobs started that stuff in his garage, and they first sold. I think it was a 50 computer or a 100 computer order that they picked up. It was a $55,000 order that they picked up, and they didn't have the computer set. They didn't have the hardware. They didn't have anything. It was in the garage. So what they first did, they advertised. They talked about it. Basically, they sold it to their local computer company, and they sold hardware that was not existent anymore. It was not existent yet. It was not there yet. It was not ready yet. The computer, Steve Jobs didn't have it ready yet at the time. Um, but at some point, bro, people need to realize that if you start by creating your product, all that money is gonna go inside the creation of the
Yeah,
product.
so okay, I got you, Phil. I got you. I got you. I understand. I understand where you're coming from. So rather spending money and risking money on fucking creating the product, testing it, and all that stuff, just fucking
Research.
sell. Just okay, well,
Try
research, whatever. That
selling
that goes
it.
that goes without saying for sure. Because before the guy sold the product, I'm sure he you have to do some research. Like, who am I selling to? You need to know all those things. But bro, I love it. I love it because you're not wasting any money, and you're just
The story
fucking
says that they didn't
you're
have the
kind of
money.
winging it. You're kind of winging it, but it's
Well,
fine because
they
like
they
let's say
had to
even
know,
okay,
like they had to
look,
know something,
look,
at some
look, look,
point.
look. I love that strategy because even though you cannot fulfill the order, you still know there's a need, there's a market fit for the product. So even if that fucking order goes to shit, no problem. Okay, no problem. Reimburse the client. I'll give you back your money.
Mm,
No worries. Now
exactement.
you know
Now
it's
you know.
worth pursuing. You know
It's the
it's worth
knowledge.
spending.
It's the knowledge that's worth something.
Exactly.
So you basically, the
I
speed.
see where you're getting at now.
So people were asking me, like, how do you know if something is good? How do you know if you should, like, either wing it or start advertising or start doing anything? It's the speed at which you are thinking of an idea and you are actually you're actually able to monetize it. And that's why you need to reduce the amount of action and stuff and research and blah 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 in between that moment. I don't want to
What's up,
say,
Mamun?
hey
Shout
man.
out to Mamun. Mamoon, what's up, brother? I used to work with this guy, bro. He's a champ. We used to work at the bank
So,
together.
oh
Good guy,
really?
solid guy. Yeah, yeah, solid guy.
But yeah, so I forgot what I was saying, bro. I literally
Sorry,
forgot.
bro. I gotta shout out the people, man. I have no choice. Fucking BTC wars over here.
Oh my god. Okay, but whatever,
Sorry,
man.
felt,
So
but yeah. Sorry, bro. Yeah, you were saying about like when you're trying to figure out what to do, it's better to just promote, and sell, and then even if you can't fulfill the order, whatever, so be it. You reimburse the client, and you just now you have the knowledge, so you know that there's a need.
yeah, the speed at which you're able to monetize an idea is it's the game. It's the nerve of the game. Um, I have an example that we experienced today, but I don't want to talk too much about it because there's clients, there's people involved. They will know about it. They might know about it. Mais l'exemple est quand même excellent. Si je peux essayer de le traduire dans quelque chose qu'on peut expliquer ici dans le live. If you're a service field company, if you're serving homes, and you could save your client a Google search for some service that they might need, and you're right there, and you know that your client might need, even if it's not okay. If you're a plumber, you're not going to do electricity, right? Like it has to be fair game. But if you're cleaning windows and the screens have problems and you see that the screens are there, you could either clean the windows or upsell something and try to go on with that client. And if you have that idea inside of your head, hey man, ce serait une bonne idée. I know all my service guys out there, they had at some point the idea. They were like, man, ce serait intelligent de faire ça la prochaine fois au lieu de trouver quelqu'un d'autre, au lieu de trouver un sous-traitant, ou on le fait nous-mêmes. Instead of having the idea and talk about it with the boys while eating your sandwich, maybe you should try to monetize it on the same day. Maybe it would be smart to try to call the client and really try to sell it and really try to push it, man. Like, and me and Jord, we did it today. I tried it. I called Jord. I was on the field. I called Jord. I was like, Jord, here's the situation. What do you think? You think we should? Tu penses qu'on devrait déranger le client pour lui demander? Jord was like,
I love
man,
that.
of course we should do it. And the client found it to be genius. He was like, hey man, it's a bonne idée. Why not?
Bro,
And we've
you
literally
had
invented.
an
We invented
amazing
a service today because of this.
props to you. That was genius. I don't know how you came up with that service that you did today, but man, not only does it increase the revenue for Uninet, but it also makes the client very happy.
He's
He was
happy. He
so
has
happy when
something
I
less
introduced
to
him,
take
and I
care
even
of.
told him, I'm like, you're gonna have, yeah, something less to take care of, but it's the fact that we're gonna hold on to his to the screens of the windows that you cleaned. And like, bro, why would you keep that on? Why would you keep the screens on your house in the winter? It's gonna let in
Okay,
more
let's
light.
ask chat. Let's ask chat. Who wants me to tell what we did today? Like who? Let's ask chat. Like should we say the trick? Like actually, I feel like I should just say it.
But we
If
got a
chat tells
Bitcoin
me go
war.
for it, if I have at least one go for it, I'll go for it. I'll just tell chat.
We have a Bitcoin war over here. Bitcoin dog, and we have Mister Cadena, aka Caspa. Actually, Mamoon gave me a good call last time. He told me to buy this crypto. I bought it, and it actually went to the fucking moon.
Oh really?
That's why they call him Mamoon Sky.
But let's go ahead. I'll just tell like the chat what we did today. So I was basically at the client's house, and I figured that after the cleaning, we were doing an inside and out cleaning for the windows. It was a very more than $1 million house, and we were cleaning it. We were at the end. We were supposed to put the screen back, and I was like, man, It looks ugly with the screening. Winter's coming. Nobody's gonna open the windows. Nobody's gonna be using screens. We should take the screen and put them away, so the client enjoys fresh, clean window for the rest of the winter. And if he wants them back on, we'll be back in spring to clean the windows again and put the screens again. So in my head, I was like, it's a good way to secure the next clean with this client. So I called George. I was like, hey, man, maybe it would be a good idea. And it became an upsell when the client asked, hey, don't put them in my garage. Could you store them away from me? I don't want to see them. And in my head, I was like, hey, it's even more genius because we're going to actually really take care of them. We're going to put them in a special place in the storage. We have storage space like forever. We're just going to do that.
And we're going to charge you for that.
And charge
we're going
you
to store your screens
for the winter months for each screen. Mark them, take care of them, clean them. It's a premium service. It's a new service. We invented that service. And we invented that service today. And speed to market. Like I was there this morning. Instead of going like, hey, ça pourrait être une bonne idée, maybe next season. No, not next season.
I love that. I love how flexible you have to be. Admit as a business, like you have to be flexible like that. Somebody wants to basically throw money at you. What are you going to say? No, I don't offer the service. Yeah, I do.
Speed to business. Speed to business.
Exactly like
you have to have a structure in place to have some speed in your business.
The thing you were explaining at the beginning. Like the thing you were saying at the beginning, that if you don't, like Steve Jobs, he sold his first computer, or he sold his first phone, whatever, and he didn't even have it in stock. And he's like, and somebody wanted to give him money. Okay, sure. Give me the money and I'll make it happen. That's exactly what you did today when the customer said, like, do you guys store window screens? Even though you don't do it, you're like, yeah, we do. And that's how you have to fucking be.
Yeah.
That's how you have to be. Excuse the language, guys. But and look, and you made the client happy. First of all, the client was happy. You offered him a premium service. You made more money, and now you just opened up a can of worms with that one client. And now we started discussing like, hey, why don't we start offering this to other clients?
To all clients. They might not even think about it. They might be like, hey,
you need that kind of flexibility that you have. You need it. You need that kind of flexibility. Man, somebody wants to throw money at you. Somebody wants me to put them a rocket on the moon, bro. If the price is right, you make it happen, like sort of.
So what you really need for just so people really understand, what you really need is some structure in your business, but not any kind of structure. It's a flexible structure that lets you have some speed from idea to marketing those ideas. And when I say that in practice, it means having someone at the office working, but not only taking calls and not only just having someone at the office like you, George, because we work together, you and me, and that's how it works. Me and George, we work together. I call George, I tell him, hey man, ce client-là, je remarque telle chose. It's either write it down in the notes dans le système pendant que moi j'ai les deux mains sur une brosse, and people will be out there telling me, hey, pourquoi t'es encore les deux mains sur une brosse? Because it's a new service. It's a totally new service. Like nobody's doing what we're doing right now. It's brand new. Even if I would put guys on the field, which I already do, it's not like everything is already set and my guys would be able to take these insights right away like I've did today. So by having me on the field and Jordan at the office, taking all these notes, working on the system, calling all these clients, we're able to double up on the business that we're able to take on a given year. Man, the chat is just going crazy right now. I don't even know what the conversation is about. Jordan, I have to be honest, it's just going crazy right now. They're talking about VPN. They're talking about like Bitcoin. We got invaded. We got invaded by those two guys.
Okay, guys, carry on. You can carry on in our chat, but you have to pay rent.
Yeah, you have to pay real estate, bro.
But yeah, Geo, I actually got a VPN the other day because I want to watch the game, the Habs game. I don't want to get clipped. So but it makes the computer so slow. I don't know.
Oh my
Proton.
God,
I
Gio.
tried to once hack my. Okay, that's a bit deep.
It's too deep. We're not gonna go into that. But yeah,
Yeah,
bro. Like, if going back to marketing, I was talking also about marketing to one of my friend, and we have the same issues. Like even us with Uninet, it's been an issue since the beginning because we invested so much in technology, we invested so much in our tools. Like each and every one in our company, like all of our guys have all the best tools. I don't have like a certain guys have the best tools and certain guys no, everyone has the best tools. Like and it, of course, it costed us more at the beginning. On a investi énormément là-dedans. Fait que j'ai beaucoup moins investi. Ce qui a pris le coup au début, c'est vraiment le advertisement puis le marketing. And that was a major mistake. Major mistake. Guys, you should always invest in your marketing right away, especially in these times where you could go with $20 and go somewhere, at least test. You could with a little budget. Moi, j'avais un budget bien plus grand, j'aurais pu faire quelque chose, j'ai rien fait.
I have to
Puis,
agree 100% with that because sales is the hardest thing to get. Okay, once you start getting sales out, you figure out the rest. Like I see some people starting their business. I gotta get my accounting in order. I gotta get an accountant, bro. Fuck the accountant. Fuck getting your accounting in order. You need some sales. That's what you need. Then you figure the rest out. Get sales in, and then you figure everything else out. Finance, accountants, lawyers. That will come afterwards. Once you get the sales, man, you have the money to do all that stuff. You could hire your accountant. You can hire the lawyer. You can hire
exactement.
everything you need. The number one problem is sales. It's the hardest thing. You get that nailed down, everything else, obviously, unless you're like really, you know,
Puis,
not smart,
puis,
but
puis
yeah.
non seulement ça, mais en vrai, what I found out this year, we're starting to have traction. We're starting to really like gain traction, have clients that come back. Clients are happy. They're talking to
Nico
their
Page
neighbor.
is in the chat.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nico
We're,
Page.
we're getting all these clients, and like I feel like at some point, quand on a commencé, we were working hard. We were grinding each client. Like each clients were a grind, George. C'était toi qui faisais les appels, tu faisais tes follow-ups, tu faisais tes follow-ups. Ah oui, bonjour. Finally, we were gaining a client. But now we're being less and less invisible, and now we're having more of these. I would call them freebies. Like we're having these organic. They walk in store. Okay, like we're a service company. Obviously, we don't have a store, so people are not passing by les entretiens Uninet every day to get cleanings. They in some way they have to know about us. How do they get to know about us? If you're only thinking about sales and not getting known, there's those are two things. Selling, you might be the best salesman, bro. If they don't know you, it's going to be a grind. And if they know about you, they call you. It's a different game. You don't have to be that perfect like that top, sales guy anymore because they're sold already. They know. But
Admit though, like you don't even have to be a good salesperson. That's the
either
that's,
way, ouais, c'est
that's
ça,
like,
c'est vrai.
if you're able to be consistent and just grind it out every single day, and we talked about this before. We talk about this all the time. If you just, what's his name, Cardone, he always says that. He's like the results always follow the actions. Like no matter what action you're putting in, if you're calling clients, if you're doing your cold calls, even though you don't know how to cold, like you're gonna come across people who need it now. Imagine if you're calling all day, you're going to 100% eventually come across somebody who needs it right now. Even though you didn't fully sell yourself, you're calling for something that the guy needs now. It's like, oh yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm looking for it. You could be the worst salesperson. Somebody's calling me, I need that actually. Yeah, send me a price, send me a quote.
And you gain confidence.
So
right
and
away.
you gain confidence and you gain experience and all those things follow afterwards. Like if you're just if you can suck fully at selling, if you have that like persistence in you to just keep doing it and keep doing it over and over and
You'll
over
gain
and over
it.
again.
You'll just gain it over time.
Even if you stay a shitty salesperson, you're still gonna have sales 1,000,000% of the time. If you do 100 calls every single day and you reach 100 people and you just grind every single day, you're gonna come across people. Those people are gonna refer you, and
if you
I feel like because now look, now it's easier than ever to crush everybody because we live in a time where everybody wants stuff to happen right now. So if you're that person that's willing to put that extra work, you're gonna crush everybody.
C'est vrai.
You're gonna crush everybody because right now
c'est 100%
you have with the mentality of today. Oh, I called 20 people, nobody wanted it yet. They give up. Done.
Mais ça, c'est une chose, George, ça, c'est une chose très importante que tu viens de dire. Très, très, très importante. Tellement importante. Parce que c'est pas la même chose que back in the days. When my mom started sales, she had to write down every number. Now, data is worth more than whatever you're doing. Let me be clear. You start doing calls today. You start doing 20, 30, whatever, 10, 5 calls a day. These people that you're calling, you know, some people, they say, les gens sont pas intéressés. These people, they're not interested. The leads, they're not good. People are not interested. Not interested is actually better than invisible, don't know you, never heard about you, never heard about your name. It's actually a level of interest. It's actually something. Hey, I know about you. I've heard about you. So next, it might not be today, but it might be the next day. It might be the next month. Might be the next year.
Right.
At least
and the next time you talk to that person, the next time even if you talk to them in 1 year from now, in their head, you're not a stranger. They had contact with you the year prior, even though they didn't need it last time, even though they didn't like you. They remember you. That means something. They remember you.
Exactly.
You didn't try to do something shady or anything. They just didn't like you or they didn't need your service.
Pas besoin.
They had no. They didn't need it, and now they need it. And like, oh yeah, this you were there last year, and you're there now. Right. So that means you're still there. So
c'est parce que tu fais quelque chose. At some point, you're doing something. Like
it's all psychological. It's all psychological. It's all psychological in their head. It's all psychological. If you're there and calling people and reaching out to people and actually trying to provide value, not just being one of those greasy, for yourself kind of salesperson, you're gonna have success 100% of the times. 100% of the times.
Success will come if you do action at some point. And also selling, it's to me, something happened when I started separating the two things. When I was thinking of advertising as selling, the numbers were not making sense, and I was trying to make sense of something that could not make sense. When I started seeing advertising as it is, as a I'm here, I'm advertising right now. I'm not trying to be professional. No, bro. Like I'm. Do I have your
money
attention
follows
now?
Money follows attention,
bro. I'm trying to gain attention. Like it's an attention grab. It's a hook on attention, not on money, not on selling you something. It's a hook on. Hey, you could be screaming in the street. Hey, j'ai quelque chose à faire. Hey, c'est quoi ça? Il fait quoi lui? Pourquoi il est là? Now they saw me. It doesn't have to be positive or anything. It's to become something. It's to go from not known and visible, not existent. Call it what you want. To having real estate in someone's mind, having real estate on their computer somewhere, If they're looking for cleaning, they're gonna type entretien. Entretien is gonna go somewhere in their feed or search bar, name it, whatever. You're buying real estate in people's minds. So by buying, you need to pay something. You need to pay someone to do those calls. You need to invest some of your time. If you have too much time on the side, take that time to do some cold call. Take that time to get known. Stop.
Okay, but let's say for somebody who's starting up. Okay, let's say somebody's starting up. They're opening up their cleaning company. They want to get clients. They start calling. They don't need to hire somebody. They have to do it themselves. They don't have money at the beginning. Like for somebody like me and you, Fel, we could see this so easily. How easy it is to get clients because we've been in calls, working at call centers, doing sales calls. We know how easy it is to just go get a client. You just call them, have some big cojones, and just say, "Hey, I want." No, I watch
J'ai
Windows.
quelque chose.
I want to watch. Yeah, I watch Windows. I want to watch your
As-tu
Windows.
besoin? No? Okay. And that. You write that down. Data.
And then boom.
Write that down.
You get that one client. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's say you work all day. Your first day of opening up your business. Calling. Hey, we watch Windows. We want to watch your Windows. Okay, I'm interested. Boom. Stop calling if you have to. Go watch the Windows. Go make that money. Come back home. Continue doing more calls. Save all the data. Save all that information. That client you just washed Windows for, guess what? Next springtime, he needs his Windows washed again. Keep his information somewhere safe in a CRM or write it down if you can't afford a CRM yet. Write it down. Next year he needs another wash. Go back home. Get back on the phone. Keep calling. Call. So
many of these guys, just what you said. Next spring, call them back. They don't have that. They didn't take up. C'est comme, il faut que j'organise ça quand même. Parce que là, j'y ai vendu à l'automne, mais là, il faut que je le rappelle. As soon as they start getting a little traction and they might have a little other business on the side that gets all, that's where they get lost. That's where the lead section of the business is getting lost. Man, it's nice to hear about, bro. Let's go. Moi, je suis content d'entendre. That's the stories that makes me happy, bro. That's some stories that really make me happy. C'est excellent, man. We're happy for you, mon Géo. Man,
it's
all about this.
How easy it is, though. Like if you really think about it, it's so not just that. It's so easy, and it blows my mind when I go into those groups. That's why we're here right now. We go on. We were involved in group chats. This is the reason why we started the podcast, guys. We were in group chats of cleaning companies, and we were shocked by the amount of people that were just saying like, "Oh, it's dead right now. How do you get clients? We can't get clients." Look, me and Felix, we literally grew up working in call centers. We that's all we know. All we know is sales, fucking grinding out the phones and just calling people. And we know how easy it is to get clients. All it takes is a little bit of courage. Just muster up a little bit of courage, pick up the phone and just call. Make calls. Hey, I have a squeegee. I have a bucket of water. You know, like people respect that.
They actually like that.
They really
you can't call homes though.
Like
let's be real though. If you call people at their you have to get regulated if you're calling people personal homes. Me and Jordan are not calling residential homes. We're not calling people at their actual house. We're calling only businesses. So, but by calling businesses, we're talking to people. Businesses are human beings. Like we end up talking to real estate managers, business owners, business estate managers, whatever, how they work. But we talk to people. We talk to human beings, and these human beings know other human beings. Puis ils ont des besoins. Puis ils ont besoin d'autres choses que juste de la business, puis qui peuvent t'amener ailleurs, puis éventuellement changer ta vie, changer le cours de ta vie.
Un autre chose que je veux rajouter, comme c'est pas juste faire des appels un par un. C'est aussi comme, you know, the saying like work smarter, not harder. You could make one contact with one, like for example, us Uninet, you know, we do window cleaning. What about calling real estate companies? You have one contact that has 10 buildings. Boom. You got yourself 10 buildings to clean.
Mhm. Ça, c'est une façon.
And
On
it's
en a tellement.
the creativity of today, of this morning with our friend there at in Westmount.
Mhm.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's the creativity, the flexibility. That's
That's how it
that,
should be.
that's how it should be.
Honnêtement,
Do I store these things? No. Yes, I do. I do. Yes, I
mm,
do.
but it's about thinking about somebody's problems, some human being's problems. What's the pain point? And I have a home. I have these screens to put away during winter because if you really think about it, they get damaged during winter with the snow and who's
You know what
using these screens, you know?
really sold me on it, Fell? What really? You know why I was? You know why we were successful in convincing the client? Is because I was automatically sold on it. When you told me that the client should have the screens off because it lets more light in the house. Bro, I was sold
Mm.
automatically. I'm like, hey, my friend, we have something we have something
Yeah.
that we suggest. We suggest you to keep
Ouais,
them
on
off
est
because it lets more light
suggestion.
in.
Ouais.
And then it's like, okay, and then it guarantees us the spring cleaning because we have to come back and bring them and reinstall the screens in the springtime. But hey, before we reinstall them, let's do another wash.
Ben,
And then I'm even talking about and then I'm even talking about next October. And then after
yes.
next October, when it's time again, we'll
Always
take them off again.
talk
We'll
about
do
the
another.
next sale.
And then it's like it's like Apple. You know how they bring you in this little ecosystem? It's like you get the Apple Watch, you get the AirPods, and you're in this ecosystem. We kind of did the same thing in that situation. We brought the client in like an ecosphere. He couldn't leave. Why should I leave? These guys are taking care of me. And yeah, no problem. Add it on the bill. I have to pay storage fee. Add it.
100%.
Love it. Love
Pour
that.
lui,
Love
c'était
that.
comme out of his mind. Hey, these guys are just thinking about me. These guys are just thinking like.
He was so happy, man. He was really, really happy.
He was. It was actually super fun. Like, and we what a day, man. Like, what a day to just like afterward the confidence that it just brings you. You're just like, hey, man, like I have actually these ideas, and I could monetize them in such a like in a speedy way. And that's the whole point. I feel like confidence comes with this, like with speed. Most ideas, like on parle
Momentum,
de
right?
choses.
It's all about
Ouais,
momentum.
t'as une idée,
Absolutely.
mets-la sur le marché là, maintenant. Arrête d'attendre. The more you wait, the less confidence this idea brings you, and the less motivated you feel to just go for it. But the market needs it. The market actually needs it. If you ask one person, we asked one person this morning. It's the first time we ask about the service. I invented it out of my while doing it. And one out of one took it and one was happy and was like, hey, bonne idée. What
And
kind
think
of
about
confidence
it. Think
that
about
does
it.
that
That
bring
opened
you?
up a can of worms, and it's like, hey, we can replicate
Oui.
that to 1,000 other clients.
Tout le monde.
Really great idea,
La
man.
prochaine fois, on va le faire.
Very
Anyways, bro.
innovative. I don't even think that service exists. I've never heard of that service. You hear about that service when you bring your car to the garage. They keep your winter or summer tires. They store them. They charge you a fee. Who does that? Yeah, we'll keep your screens for the winter. We'll store your screens
Les
on your
moustiquaires.
windows.
Pour les gens
Les
qui nous écoutent,
moustiquaires,
les
les
moustiquaires.
screens, ouais, comme
J'ai
pour les
proposé de garder les
portes-patio,
moustiquaires et de les storer. Ouais.
pour la porte patio, pour les fenêtres. On va les storer. On va vous charger, c'est sûr. Il y a un frais pour storer les moustiquaires. Et après ça, on garantit qu'on va laver les vitres au printemps prochain. On garantit ça. Puis le printemps prochain, on va les remettre pour que tu peux passer l'été avec les moustiquaires. Il n'y a pas des
Qu'est-ce que
bébés
ça
qui vont
garantit
rentrer.
aussi? C'est que c'est moi qui lave tes vitres au printemps prochain.
Puis après ça, guess what? L'octobre prochain, on va les re-enlever parce que ça fait du sens de les pas avoir durant l'hiver parce qu'on n'a pas de moustiques. On n'a pas de moustiques dans l'hiver. Puis on veut rentrer plus de soleil. Tabarouette.
But why not? Like, why not, bro? Like, if it brings in money, why not? I mean, Moi, honnêtement, on a eu tellement de fun aujourd'hui juste à jaser de ça. And it's all about like trying stuff. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We still have a laugh. We tried. The guy's like, no, pourquoi tu me demandes ça? And we
It's
just put
really,
them
I know,
back,
but
and that's
admit
it.
though, but admit dreams are broken because of egos. Admit dreams are dying because of egos, because people are scared, and there's like this thing in your brain that you're scared to ask for the business, or you're scared. That's an ego thing because you're scared to like hurt your ego.
What part of the ego are you talking about? Do you mean the part of the ego
rejection,
that if you get the rejection, okay,
the fear of rejection.
if they tell you no, yeah.
Think if you really think deeply about it. What does rejection do? What's the worst thing that happens? They say no.
Well,
what happens? Do you die? Do you get hurt? Does something happen? Does something happen to you?
Have you ever noticed that all salespeople that have had some sort of success in sales in their sales career, they all know this. They all know this simple thing. All leads buy. They all buy because we all buy something. We all buy. We're all buyers. We're all someone that has money. If you're working, you buy. Even if you're not working, you buy. You could be sold something and you need something at some point. So all leads buy at some point. If they're not buying right now, they're just not in the mood. Whatever the reason, if I could say something to make so it could help you put your ego aside and really see the bigger picture, it's this: all leads will eventually buy. You need to call them. They need to know you. They need to have a phone number to reach you, a website where the phone number is associated, and a quote place where they could just send an email. You need that in your life. Just set it up and get the product, the idea. If it changes along the change the website, the phone number will still be there.
And guys, get in the habit of planting a seed. Get in the habit of planting a seed. Don't worry about not making the sale then and there. It's okay if you don't, plant a seed, send an email, get their email, get your contact info out, follow up with them. If you just
try, ask. One word.
Just keep up these principles. Eventually, you're gonna close them. Be courteous. Be courteous. Be nice. Be friendly. Be like, people like that. People will want to talk to you. People, and even if they don't need you, people will want to refer you to somebody else because they like you. You're nice. You're pleasant. You put people in a good mood. You have a good energy.
They will tell you their needs. They will actually tell you if you're nice enough and you have that good energy of service, just of service, because you're really,
because people want
not
to
a good
buy
person,
from people that they admit. Who said
not only
this?
buy, but George, they're gonna offer you something.
People want to support.
They want to support. Yeah, they're gonna support
people
your business
that they like. So if you just be a likable person, people are gonna like you, and even if they don't buy, like I said, they say, but Felix, he needs it. He needs the service. I'm gonna send you contact info of Felix because he needs the service. I don't need it right now, but Felix needs it.
No, but admit, sometimes you call
it's just a circle.
You spoke to someone today. You asked about the windows, and that person, and I heard the call, and I didn't heard her voice, but I heard you. And you sounded persistent because she was a big real estate manager, and you were trying to get her for so long. So I heard you on that call actually, and you
like that call, huh? And I told her straight up. What did I tell her? I told her straight up. I'm like, hey, it's a while we're trying to reach you. We really want to, we really want to.
Oui, on veut vraiment avoir votre business. Ça fait longtemps
qu'on veut really want your business. It's a long time we're trying to reach you.
And what did she say? She ended up saying what?
She's like, that's
the windows was no. The window was no.
The window was no, but hey, I have my carpet that needs cleaning. And you know what? We normally don't do residentials. We don't do small jobs like that. But hey, we're going to do this one for sure because,
she's testing. She might be testing. but what she went with it under service. That's the point I was making. Sometimes you're scared because no, c'est bâtisse là,
It's
ces
just
temps-ci, on pas
but
besoin
it's
de
just
ça.
it's
But you did.
exactly
You're not going to be calling just because your ego is telling you don't call.
yeah, but it's like don't be scared to ask for the business. Don't be scared to tell them, hey, I'm calling you because I want your business. I want to take care of you guys, and I could take care of you guys. I could deliver and give you guys the best service, give you guys the best product, whatever it is. People love that. Oh my god, they love that when you're confident like that and your energy is up. They can't say no to you.
It's a business. It's really a business.
And in
thing.
that
It's
in
really
that
about
particular case now, like in that particular case, man, she called back. I just left a message. I left a message, and she called back. Hey, I need my carpet clean. No problem. No problem. We got you.
That's and as soon as you know it works, repeat. You just repeat the process. You don't need a master plan, a blueprint that's crazy. You'll work on that later. You'll work on being perfect and being flawless later on.
Yes.
And you'll
Yes.
probably be able
get
to
me.
hire.
You get me.
Yeah.
You get me. That was what I was trying to tell you the other day. That
Yeah.
exactly fell.
Ben, c'est ça.
I
Ouais.
think we both agreed, bro. We agree to I find we're on the same page often. We argue a lot, you and I, especially lately. We argue a lot, and then when we finish our discussion, we're like, "Oh yeah, that's what I meant."
Finalement, on disait la même affaire. C'est tellement vrai en plus.
It's just I learned that with you now. I'm like, you know what? Let me just let him finish talking now. Let me just let him finish talking, because chances are like we are on the same page. We do want the same things. We have different methods sometimes. That's fine. If anything, that's not just fine. That's necessary.
I think that's necessary. Why. Yes, it is necessary.
It's necessary.
That's why we need.
We are complementary. That's why we make a good team.
I don't want no yes men in my business, and you know.
I don't want exactly. We don't want that shit.
Hey, bro, it's 47 minutes we're in. I have to tell all our people, please, 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 please. We need you guys to do one action for us, or two maybe. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please go like our page on Facebook, because it helps us just build an actual page, because we're actually on our personal page and we need 100 subscribers. We're a really small podcast. We're just starting. So please, if you liked what you heard and if it actually helped you, I know, Géo, you got your first sale because of the advices, bro. Actually,
I love you, Géo.
Faire un petit clap pour mon chum Géo. So let's go, man. On se reparle demain. On a
we have a thing.
Sorry.
Do we have like a confetti thing that could just come like?
I don't know.
Non, hein?
Je sais pas comment faire ça. Demain, on a une interview, notre premier third party qui va rentrer avec nous autres sur le podcast. Jay Romita, on va parler entre amis, bro, relax. Aucune prétention, guys. On n'a pas de millionnaire qui vient sur le podcast demain. C'est juste pour chill, c'est juste pour parler, puis entre entrepreneurs, puis et petit talk. End of the week talk, business talk.
Empty Friday talks.
Friday freestyle talk. Let's go. What time? Oh, that's a good question. What time tomorrow, bro? We need to discuss about that one. Actually, what time will be?
12:30. I think it's gonna be 12:30. 12:30. Today was a bit late, guys, because Phil was busy today. It's almost past my bedtime over here. It's almost 10 o'clock in Germany. Bol.
All right,
man, but I had fun. I had fun too, Phil. Géo, I'm happy you had fun in this one, man. Me too. I enjoyed this one too. I had fun too. With a lot of action today.
Amazing podcast. Hey guys, see you on the other side tomorrow. On se voit 12:30. Same time, bro.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao, guys.